I'm Matthew Scott and welcome to Bright Ideas. In this episode, we're running through all of the pitches from season 1. Remember, subscribe to these videos so you get them first. Click on the bell notification as well, and click on the like button as well if you like the pitches. Here's all of our candidates with their pitches from season 1.
It will be for secondary school pupils aged 11 to 14. They'll be given the opportunity to put into their own words how they intend to stay away from trouble. It'll motivate pupils to model themselves on what positive behaviour means for them and how they can practically undertake it. They'll be given options on positive things they can do for their pledge, such as joining the police cadets, as well as activity to resist and avoid, such as carrying a sharp blade. It will be their choice what they put down, but the mandatory requirements will be that they pledge to respect the police and avoid gangs. There will be an annual report card asking those who pledged how they undertook their commitment, and at the age of 14, those who do so will be presented with a PCC certificate for leadership, which can be framed as well as cited within their CVs. The desired outcome, a positive, proactive attitude amongst young people, which will affect their behaviours.
Now, Country Watch will be a cloak of protection for the rural county. Last year, we had a 30% increase in rural crime, so it's badly needed. So this will be a holistic approach, bringing together the police, the council and the community. But the difference is it's going to be risk-driven. So we're going to look at the levels of risk of crime, antisocial behaviour and road safety, and then tailor different solutions for different communities. This will remove the one-size-fits-all approach, which means that everybody will feel protected. So if we get this right, what we will have is prevention back on the agenda, and a community-focused, robust, visible police presence, truly meeting the needs of the people of Dorset.
People are telling me that they don't necessarily want to speak to a police officer about a crime, but they do want to see them in our communities. So one of my commitments to the people of Hampshire and the Isle of Wight is that I will increase our police visibility. There are a number of ways that we can do that. One is by improving technology. But for me, I really want to make sure that we have mobile police desks in public areas so that you can, as members of the public, can go and speak to a police officer. Maybe give them some feedback and intelligence around a break-in of a shed in your road or a neighbour's bike that was stolen. Maybe not something that you want to phone the 101 or 999 number about, but something that you think is useful. It's always good to see our police. It creates a sense of security and it makes people feel more safe in their communities. So this is something that I've been focusing on and I really want to make sure we can deliver for Hampshire and the Isle of Wight.
The first is to reassure residents that the police are there for them. And that means boost the visible presence, and that will act as an increased deterrent to crime. Secondly, to make sure that every burglary is investigated and to rebuild the investigation and anti-drug branches within Avon and Somerset. I want all reported crime to be taken seriously, and this includes rural crime, dangerous driving, and antisocial behaviour. And finally, I want to increase recruitment of all the ethnic communities, convincing the parents and particularly the mothers that being a police officer is an excellent profession for their children.
How about if we can help these people to deal with the substance abuse that is driving a lot of the crime activities? So I came across a couple of research from the Home Office, from the Ministry of Justice as well, and from other organizations that have done a lot of work into this. And I thought, well, if we can have a program that was designed around helping people rather than them going into jail again and again and again, or being prosecuted and then being released on bail pending further investigation, which costs a lot of money and police time. How about if you help them to tackle the root cause of their crime activities? How much more money that would save? Put together a 12-week program where people have things like counseling, they'll have help with finances, they'll have help with housing, and so on and so forth.
First of all, on specials, I would like a parish council to go out and recruit a local volunteer to be a special constable. We would train them, put them back into their community, And I would hope they would be semi-retired, lots of spare time, they've lived in the community for a while, they really know their community, and therefore can play a useful role. I'm not after someone who could just see it as a way into the police force. I want someone to stay as a special, stay in their local area, and depending upon how much crime there is in a parish, you could have a number of specials grouping together for support. And I would want them to use things like community Facebook pages, WhatsApp to pass intelligence, and also to get out into their community and have police surgeries. So, for instance, when I was a chairman of the parish council, I had a little pop-up device, and I'd go into my supermarket, pull up my pop-up, and then people would know immediately what I was about.